Hi, I'm going to look at one very interesting, very simple question. There are a bunch of students who have got shortlisted and gone through the whole process of interviews, probably sitting on waitlist, where it's a dicey thing where you might join a college of your preference, or the waitlist number could be so large that you're looking to take CAT one more time. And so, if you're looking to take CAT one more time and you've had a near miss, then what should be the strategy? That's what we're looking at. And so, the near miss happens in my mind because of largely due to two categories. One is the near miss comes because there's one section which went kaput, where there's a big difference between two sectional scores and one sectional score. So you got a 95 in verbal, 91 in DILR, and a 72 in quant. If that happens, then your preparation strategy gets fixed automatically. And so you know that you're going to spend a lot of time on your weakness area. So keep that in mind. Having said that, don't get consumed by that one section. Focus a lot on the mocks. You still need to get a lot of mocks under your belt. That is very vital. Right? So, but if your gap is very pronounced in one section where you naturally feel that this is your weak area, though your score is also telling you that, then spend time, convert that into at least a par section, if not a major strength, and then you're good. The second category is where more students find themselves in. That is, they're getting middling to decent scores in all three. There's no pattern, there's no pronounced weakness in any one section, but your overall number, instead of being a really good 97 point something, is an okay 91 point something. And so how do I do that? Or if you want only 93, you want 93, but you're looking at an 84. So there is a gap between where you want to be and where you're right now, because there's some improvement need to be done in each section. Right? So the gap could be because of two areas. Right? One could be what I would call a drill gap. You know all the fundamentals, you know the basics, you have clarity about the concepts, but you have not piled on lots of questions that build intensity. And so you can't look at a quadratic equation and automatically factorize in your mind and give the roots. You've not done 50 different questions in geometry in one session and built that stamina to go bang, 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 bang doing questions. And so if your gap is there, then do lots and lots and lots of challenging questions and get questions under your belt by going berserk. And so that is very vital. That's the drill gap. You need to recognize if it is that gap. That means pretty much every question that you see, you have an idea of how to go about it, but you're not getting switched on immediately, and it takes you that little bit longer to solve any one thing vis-a-vis the guy who's getting 99.5. Right? So if that is the gap you're looking to bridge, it's 1,000 questions. So find 1,000 high quality questions, keep going at them. If 1,000 don't work, find 1,000 more or 1,000 more. So that's what you're looking at. The other reason that could be sitting underneath this middling score is a funda gap. It's tougher to recognize. This happens when you're really quick. The 34 questions in quant, you know that you can solve 18, but you really struggle to find 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. You have the gears to do questions of level of difficulty from 1 to 7, but you simply don't know how to solve level difficulty 8, 9, and you don't know what the starting point is for these questions. Right? So there are guys who are going to get this right. That's going to be the differentiator from 85 to 95 or 87 to 98. So you need to build that, and that's not going to come just from speed building. That's going to come by having another look at fundamentals, at the concepts, at theorems, and seeing how they can be proved, looking at them from another point of view, all of that. In verbal, if you have a big gap or your percentiles are volatile, it's pretty much because your error rate is out of whack. So spend a lot of time resolving your errors. If you thought it was between B and C, and you mark C and the answer is B, don't just say 50-50 tha, it didn't work out for me this time. That is not sufficient. It's an objective paper with only one correct answer. You have to go back and say, I got it wrong. What should I put in my mind to make sure that next time around I get it right? Your error rate is not just randomness at work. Some guys don't get RC questions wrong. If you're getting RC questions wrong, you're doing something wrong. It's not just luck playing your way in one mock and going against you another mock. You need to consistently at an overall level improve your accuracy. So slow down your pace of reading and be very particular about reducing error rate. So those are the things that you need to think about. If you're saying, look, I missed out by a little bit, I need to bridge this gap, what do I do? If you fall in each of these categories, that's the fix for that. Go ahead and give it a go, because it could still be worthwhile if you get that 99.2 this time around. Right? Best wishes for CAT.